Hey, it's Sunday. We're getting ready to do the Reinvention Center Part 2 of the 13th Amendment. So we have a few people that's going to be our guests. But I just wanted to jump on and talk about a few things that are going on in everybody's everybody's life or the incarcerated life. I was just sitting here the other day just thinking about how many people, who are incarcerated that needs to be that are incapacitated. Not incapacitated to the point that you can't really understand what they're saying, but incapacitated to the point that they need mental help. I mean, I think a lot of people, we in the black community, we always shun from that stigma of being labeled as needing help or afraid to see uh, a psychiatrist, so to speak. You know what I mean? But incarceration has a way of doing something to you to where, we come home in denial of needing counseling. Not necessarily mental help or need to be put on medicine, but just mental counseling. Then I notice there's a lot of people who are free that need counseling, and they're afraid to seek help or even talk about it. And it's stressful, man, when I see the people who are incarcerated, and I see the people who are incarcerated, and then I don't understand how officers like overlook the fact that they need help. It's easier for them to say that they're crazy than to try to get them some mental help. You know what I mean? And so people come out, man, it's because so much has changed. If a guy does more than 5 years, the incarceration uh, puts on him a burden for him to come back out and jump in. How you doing, Holly? Hey, Lisa. It puts a burden. It puts a burden on the family, because the family don't really know that person. It takes a minute for that person to get reacclimated back to society. So we're different coming out because our modes and value have changed. Certain things have shaped our lives, even the danger of incarceration for some of us who went through danger while we were inside. But then you got this routine that the system, you're right, mental health is one of the things that needs to be addressed, Holly. But the thing is, they don't really have an avenue for an incarcerated person coming out has to address it. That should be one of the requirements in reentry. I think we need a reentry platform to where a person comes out and then is able to see a counselor for 4 months, or for as long as he needs to get reacclimated back to society, because it's a serious case of PTSD. You know what I mean? And so even I look at outside how even with the average working American, they're not able to pay and go see a doctor because of the copay. Because they don't have a system designed to where a person they can set up payments for a person who's needs counseling. I hate to use the word mentally incapacitated, but you think about this: if you have to a person who's incarcerated, if you have a person that's telling you what to do every day, telling you when to eat, telling you when to sleep, telling you when you can get your meals, don't cross this line. In prison, they paint red lines as a signal for a barrier that you can't cross. So, so he has to get over that. Like they say, when he comes out, you see the self-checkout line. Most of the time, you seek yourself asking permission to do certain things when you're free to do it when you come outside. So it's just a lot of things that goes on with that. So I wanted to touch on that because, man, I wanted the people who are free to be aware, a family member or one of their loved ones that are inside, to try to keep him filled with letters and keep him filled with hope, because without that seed of hope planted in his mind, he can get so distracted and get caught up in the system. You know what I mean? When I say caught up in the system, it's like he's institutionalized. He's institutionalized in the sense that he don't know how to take care of himself, and he needs to be told what to do. So a lot of guys are not free. They're not free when they come home. When I said they're physically free, they let their body out, but their mind is still incarcerated. You know what I mean? And so that's one of the things that we have to begin to address as citizens, as society, and just as a community. You know, on the whole. You know, I'm not going to talk long. I wanted to just bring that up because I hadn't been alive in so long, and I know people been wondering. I've been doing so many things that I'm trying to do in the community. You know, and I don't want to jump out there without being able to fully complete these tasks. So I haven't really been doing a lot of things and stuff. You know, I miss doing my lives, and I hope the people miss me doing them. But I've been on the Reinvention Center where we're going to be on. Hey, cuz, how you doing? We've been on the Reinvention Center, so I want everybody to jump on there. At least if you could, I want you to post that link so people who are on this live can jump over. You know, we're going to do a Zoom meeting on the Reinvention Center. I'm going to try to post it live so we can see that. So that we can see. I'm reading this, Holly. It says proven data. You see my field post difficult, more reentry, and the BOP. Yeah. Okay, but what about the state? Hey, Carol, how you doing? You know, so what about the state? You know, we're talking about the feds and the BOP, but what about the state? I don't see anything as far in reentry that deals with people that deals with people who are coming home and getting counseling or getting help. And for most men think that that's taboo. You know, we in the black community are scared to talk about mental illness in the black community. But I see people who hadn't been incarcerated physically that are on the street and they actually need help, man. You know, they stand up and they talk to themselves and, you know, they do the same thing. It's a routine entity. So they're institutionalized to their everyday activity. And they hadn't been behind bars. But, you know, being incarcerated, man, it's you see a lot of killings. You know, you see a lot of stabbing. You see a lot of people. Hey, what's up, baby? You all right? Yeah, good to see you home, man. Yeah, hey, man, jump on. I need you to jump on because I don't know if you remember James Jones from Miami. You know, we're doing a broadcast, Terrence. At the end of this, I'm going to get ready to jump off, and we're going to do. Holly, I want you to come over too. It's called the Reinvention Center. Go to my page or James Jones page, and you'll see. It's part 2 of the 13th Amendment. We're going to be talking about the 13th Amendment. We're going to have some people just speaking about the 13th Amendment, how the 13th Amendment conferred slavery. Even though we were free, you know, they put a clause in and say slavery should not exist except for, you know, a crime. So, yeah. So we need to post that and see. So we need to see. So that's the meeting. Thank you, baby. You know, so that's the Zoom meeting, man. I asked everybody that's on here to jump over, and we're going to pick this up, you know, right after here. Let me check my time. I don't have my watch on, so give me a time. Let me know what time. James, I know you're getting ready, you know, and everybody's going to go. But everybody who's here, I want to continue this. Okay, then jump over. So then jump over, Terrence, and come over. The link has just been posted on this page right here. And if I'm up to it, I'll finish this conversation. But I'll finish this conversation. Hey, how you doing, Miss Creighton? Okay. So everybody who's here now, you see the link. You go back up. It's under Jessica Value. You see the meeting ID is 896-249-5271. And the passcode or password is 727945. So go ahead and jump on Zoom. If you don't have Zoom, go ahead and download Zoom and jump on it. And so I'm going to be ready to jump over there because I don't want to, I'm going to stream it live from my phone, but I would like people who really want to. Yes, you can tag whoever you want to. You can tag whoever you want to, Sandra, but jump over on the, sorry about that. Make sure that you jump over on the, you're on the Zoom. So everybody who's here, hey, you know, it's been real. It's been good. I'll be back, and I promise to continue to do more. Sign on to Sell with Sippy on my YouTube channel and make sure. You know, we'll be there for about an hour and a half, man. You can go ahead. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, we're getting ready to jump over on part 2 of the 13 minutes. The time is here. I gotta go. I gotta run, man. It's been real, but I want to make sure that I finish part 2 of incarceration and mental illness. I think that we don't talk about that enough. So we got to get over the stigmatization of being afraid to talk about mental illness. So that's one of the things that, and the black community, let me say that, we think that we're beyond, or we're too, that nothing can happen to us, that nothing can be broken inside. And it's stuff that we deal with every day, or we see a family member going through something that we don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Hey, okay, yeah, that's my boy, man. Yeah, reach over and get him, man, and send him over and tell him. But I'll tag him. What's up, Billy? We're getting ready to jump over to go to my page and log on to. You'll see the link this here, or you can copy the link right here and put it on Zoom, and you can go ahead and click on, man. Just and jump over and join us on the Reinvention Center. It's part 2, 13 a minute, with James Jones, Lisa Riley, and myself. So we're going to be discussing the 13th Amendment and how it affects mass incarceration of the black community. So, if you got time, give us a few minutes of your time and come share in the conversation. We're also going to be talking about our plight and trying to get Quentin Sanders free. So, we have a lot of things going on. So, just jump over and join us. If you haven't, do so. I got to go. I got to run. It's been fun. Take care. God bless you.